Hi, welcome to my page. If you're new, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back. I'm glad to have you. My name is Cassie, and this week we are going to talk about part 2 of my manifestation journey. Last week I talked about in my manifestation video, which I will put in the description, is how I manifested a new apartment, some financial abundance, healing, growth within, blessings within my children with growth, and seeing lots of healing with them as well. And so this video, we're going to talk about what came after that, right? I made that video, and then a few days later, I ended up manifesting a new car. So, I'll tell you a quick background story about it, where God kind of put in my spirit that, we were going to that it was time to get a new car. And I'm like, I think maybe July or August, September, once we get into the new place and kind of get settled, then we will start looking for that new car. And, God said, no, it's going to be sooner. But he never said anything really exact time frame, but he just said it was going to be sooner. So I said, okay. And, I let it go. And I said, to him that if it's your will, it'll be done. And so Memorial Day weekends, I was driving and I got to a stop sign, and my van stalled out. Now, I've been having kind of car problems for the last 2 years. And, one of the problems was my car would stall, and all the lights in the dashboard and stuff would go off, and then I would just kind of wait a second and restart it, put the car in park, restart it, and then the car would, come back on for me. And so, that happens. And I'm like, okay, Lord, I get your what you're doing here. You're trying to warn me that it's time. So, that was on a Saturday that happened. So, on Monday, I ended up going to a busy area where there's tons of different dealerships, and they're right after another. So, I checked out 6 or 7 different dealerships, and I seen this one car that I really, really liked. And it was a 2021 Honda Pilot, and it had under 24,000 miles on it. I was like, oh, this is so nice, So I take some information down, and, it that was really on my spirit all night of this Honda. And I will tell you a bit of a backstory here to kind of put it all together on this Honda Pilot. So, when I started having these car problems about 1.5 years ago or so, 2 years ago, where the car is stalling out and different things like that are happening, I went to a few different dealerships, and one was a Honda dealership, and they only had one Honda Pilot on there, and on the lot. And I was able to test drive that one, but that one was already sold. So that one was couldn't take it, and I really did like the way that it drove. It, the ride was smooth. It was so nice. So I was like, okay, definitely enjoyed that ride. The Honda was more in my budget than any of the other cars that I test drove and stuff like that, and that I was looking at. And so the Honda Pilot was the car that I was choosing to say, okay, that's the one that I'm going to stick with right now. But, at that point, it wasn't financially smart for me to get that car, because it was it was still, quite a bit of a financial burden at that point for me. So I left the dealership, and I said, okay, God, you're going to need to really work with me here, and I need to make sure that this van works for me until I am financially I'm in a good position financially. And so, now that I am in a better position financially, he brought me in my Honda Pilot. See, so it worked all well. And this Honda Pilot has everything that I could possibly have wanted, and more. So this car was like sent for me. It was just, how amazing it all turned out to be. And then, so when I went out to the dealership on Tuesday, we were kind of going through some numbers and things like that. And I'm like, okay, I would like, with them being a used dealership, I wasn't sure if they were able to put on, I wanted to have the racks put on the top of the car. So if I wanted to put like luggage up there, or if I wanted to, put a kayak up there, anything like that, that I would have those racks up there to do that. So, I was asking if they were able to do that and how much it would cost and this and that. And, the salesman says, you know what? We're going to do it for free. And yes, we can do it right now. So I ended up going to that dealership. Now, it did take me all day, okay, because we had to go through everything. I had to come back home, get some paperwork and stuff for them, for the van and all of that. But I ended up leaving Tuesday with my new car, with the racks on it and all, and it was great. So I was able to manifest that, as well as the other things that I have already mentioned. And so, yeah, if you're on a manifesting journey, don't lose hope. It did take me a little bit longer for it to come in, but that was like kind of my request, because I didn't want to be financially burdened by having a new car, or something happen. And then, it's more stressful, and that wouldn't put me in a good position, to be all stressed over, the car. So it will take time for everything to come into fruition, but, don't lose hope. Stay faithful in what you want and what you believe, so believe that it's going to happen for you, and to continue, having positive thoughts on it, and it will eventually come. So I hope that you are inspired of some sort with these videos, and I hope that they help you. And just know that, it may take some time for things to work out, but it will, if you stay on course and you stay faithful to what the promise is for you. Okay? So I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.